This broadcast is inappropriate for all ages, right here on Gaming Division. This is the play spot. I am Kamurai. Salutations. I am conversation ready. I cannot decide where I want my head in this stupid shot because I have to start each and every one of these as a dumpster garbage fire. Garbage dumpster on fire. Dumpster fire. Dumpster fire, there's a good word. I feel like I should be drunk, is how I feel right now. It has been a long week. I feel like I've been sick this weekend. I'm still not feeling super great. It's like Friday was just ew, and then Saturday was all the mucus, and we're kind of back to ew. This little bunny girl is from Super Dungeon Adventure, and I realized that I fucked up my unboxing videos. Apparently the arm swung, and I wasn't watching the stuff because I couldn't figure out how to arrange the thing so I could see it. And that mistake, along with the GoPro footage missing, pretty much said that I'm not doing those unboxing videos. Those are never going to come out. But I've got the stuff. I'm working on the tabletop mods. I got everything scanned in. I even got... I will show this real quick. This doesn't look like much, but it beats the ones that I made. I did tape it, though. I used some gaffer tape. Oop, I should probably make it horizontal. So it opens up like that, right? And it's not great, it's not awesome, but it does the job. And I taped this in place just because I couldn't figure out how it's supposed to go on there. I think what it's supposed to do is go on there like that, and then that goes through and through. So I could probably take this off now that I'm looking at it. So we'll do that. But the point is, it's foam trays. I wish they were 10 wide, but they're 9 wide. They're the old style. Games Workshop finally came out with a 10 one a while back, but then they very quickly changed into their horrible new cases. Because I really like their classic cases. But I've got foam, so I'm hoping I can just buy a couple of these boxes and put the foam I have in them. Because this will be a much more efficient solution than what I've got for some of it. So I got that along with so the Super Dungeon Arena stuff, and all the Tetsudo Tower, the Iron Golem, Dragon Peaks, the version 2 stuff. It's actually 9 through 20 tiles. I think there's supposed to be numbers associated with the first. I guess they're 8. Even though some of those are Roxor Caverns. So that's why they start at 9, but like I have no idea which one's which. I call them like Bridge and Soggy and things like that because I don't know where the association is supposed to be. I think there's a list out there somewhere back when they were in V1, which is really funny because it's like they're doing version 2.0 because they did. This company, they made such a great game, but I feel like they have such a hard time doing anything else. For the record, I'm talking about Soda Pop Miniatures. They started with Super Dungeon Explorer, splintering off from Cool Stuff Inc. Way back in the day, and they came up with this awesome race against the clock dungeon arena or battle arena, and people had a lot of hard time like relating to it because it was how do you beat this clock? It was really a beat the machine thing, and people had trouble thinking about it like that. So they changed it when in Forgotten King to be more of a monster management type thing, like you would do in a normal dungeon crawl. So it took some of the special spark out of it for me, but it's still my favorite board game, even with the rule changes. But that wasn't version 2. Really, like Forgotten King should have been version 2, and then so they're coming out with version 2. Or like this year at some point it's finally coming out. I don't understand the fucking meetings these people must have where they're like, what should we do? We should do this and it'll be fine. It's one of two things. It's either they don't believe in their company, and they think everything they're going to do is the last thing they'll ever do. So they don't think that they have to maintain it. Like, they don't think into the future at all. Or they're so overwhelmed with what they currently are managing that they don't know how to deal with everything, so they're rushing things a little bit. And that's possible. I could see that. They've got so many products, and with merging with Ninja Division and the products Ninja Division has acquired, it's really interesting to kind of see what their site looks like now, because it used to be you'd go on there and you'd see like 3 things. I think Super Ninja Explorer was the first thing that ever got them anywhere, and then they did Takoshi University, which I got a couple of those crossovers in, was one of the early ones. There's another like high school one. I can't remember offhand. I don't feel like going to their site, but and they've just grown and grown and grown, and they've picked up and acquired other companies that have been failing out, honestly. So they're that's what it is. Relic Knights was the other big one. It's actually, I've never played it myself, as cool as it looks, but it was actually like a tabletop war game equivalent, or not equivalent, competitor to like Warhammer 40k and War Machine. And people apparently still play it to get into it. And then so there are crossover characters between Relic Knights and Super Ninja Explorer as well. But I've gone like a whole week without playing any video games because I wasted my Wednesday trying to do these unboxing videos and fucked it. And then I've been working on the tabletop simulator stuff. I was helping troubleshoot some Minecraft issues yesterday, like while I was still doing that. And I don't know why, but like I resurrected my work on the Ninja All Stars mod. Plus, I'm starting the Rail Raiders one. So eventually, I'll get all that updated. And then to top it off, Certified Miniatures is releasing a special edition character called Sweetheart Candy. So I'm gonna try to get that in, because I must have all of it. I have a problem. It's fine. It's fine. Promise. And eventually I'll get that rolled into the update too. And then on top of that, I'm managing the Epic updates. So I've got a I've got a version, a mod out there for Super Dungeon Explorer, which reduces or increases the size of the boards, essentially. So it reduces each board, and I can't reach it. There's one still in the scanner. So if you'll notice, this is the Super Dungeon Arena board. This is the top left quadrant of the star. I don't know. It says PvP Area 1 on it. So I took that and I split them each square into 4 places, and then I reduced the size of the models, so that like it fits, obviously. So it doesn't change any of the cards, but it does allow for more things to be on each board, and it allows things to take longer to cross them. So it increases the size of the world, essentially, which is kind of what I needed for my special project that I've been not working on forever because art. But I think I'm finally just gonna slap some stub stuff together. I just have to get open and rotate it into whatever project I'm working on at the time, because I actually wanted to go code, and then I realized I had all this stuff coming up. And then, with any luck, Wednesday will become Super Dungeon Night, and we can start doing some craziness there. Because I'm actively excited about doing a 10-person team battle or whatnot, and then working through that. I think that'll be really interesting because the original game's just not designed for that. So I don't know, maybe it would make more sense to start with 5, and then the following week do 10, or the following session, because that could very well take more than one session. I'm really glad I used gaffer tape, because this is sticking pretty hard to this paper, or cardboard, or whatever you want to call it. And this is not wanting to come off. Welcome to the ADD hour. Happy to have you. Oh, look, a puppy. There's no puppies. Puppies are dumb. Puppies shoot lasers out of their eyes. Okay, so I think I had a dumb moment there. Or I was just excited to use the gaffer tape. However you want to say it. I'm being careful, nothing's ripping. So, yeah, I will show this off again. Because these are cool. These do hold like 180 miniatures. So you do, if you thread it through there properly, it'll hold. It's not a problem. Probably don't want to grip it by that. And that'll let it slide in and out properly. And then you can do this. Lock it. Boom. And life's good again. I just want to see what this looks like. It almost looks like I really stuck it to a wall. Until it waves like that. That's fantastic. I'm going to leave that there. So that's where my brain's been at game-wise. There are things that happen behind the scenes. This is actually really getting me amped up to go finish the Living Rulebook for Iron Kingdoms. I'd still love to get into a game of that. I think I've given up on the idea of doing Pathfinder. And if I do it, it's going to be a very limited capacity where I'm just kind of running my own scenario to get video material. And if I'm going to do that, I might as well do Super Dungeon Adventure. So I'm going to do that. And then by the time Legends rolls out, I'll probably have something similar built in an Adventure had. I still am really looking forward to the idea of doing Super Dungeon War. Gee, it's okay, baby. I gotta figure out what that really looks like. I gotta split all the heroes and bosses up into sides and just be like, okay, what's where? And then figure out who's in the middle, and then we potentially just like randomize those. Or maybe there's some thematic differences that make sense. You have stuff in your eye. I just want to get it out of there. Oh, poor kitty. So, my nose. I'm back. I'm not growling at you. Growling at the nose about don't this. But I had it. Video game story stuff, things and whatnot. I did happen to get my Humble Bundle monthly in. One of the best deals for video games you could possibly get. $12 a month. Like Civ 6 was the big one for this month. It's not a game I particularly wanted to play, so I kind of thought like the whole bundle was going to be a waste. And I was like, I'll keep at it. It's fine. They updated the Trove, so Torchlight 2 are in there. So you do get that for free in addition to the games you get for the monthly. So for the next quarter, like 3 or 4 months, that'll be a thing that exists. What? Where's the monthly? Why do you play with my emotions, Humble? There was... Oh, I forgot I was going to do it, maybe. Rockstar Games Bundle. Okay, I need to look at that. Let's look at monthly. What is... Oh, it's a books bundle. Crazy Sex Love Books Bundle. I forget they do things that aren't games sometimes. You know what? I told a friend I was probably going to do this bundle that had Stellaris in it for like $12. I may have missed it. LA Noir for like 15. Max Payne 3. Max Payne 2. Manhunt. Oh, I was thinking about Manhunt the other day. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Grand Theft Auto 3. If you like those sort of games, go to Humble Bundle. There is a bundle out there for it. What's the Paradox Bundle? Is this the Stellaris one? Yeah, so in the Stellaris one, it's counting down. It's got like an hour, 1 day, 19 hours, 42 minutes. So it'll be done by Tuesday. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up getting this just because I've got a buddy that plays it. And I'm curious because it seems to be, how do I say it? A very interesting game. It's just time consuming. And I got all this other stuff that maybe I don't even want. Like, really, that's the only game in this entire bundle that's even interesting. Magic 2, maybe. I just don't see me playing it. He sold it like Last Federation. Last Federation was fun. I just wasn't very good at it. So the next month's Humble Bundle looks like it's going to be Dark Souls 3 is going to be the big thing. So if you're... and then Ashes of Arendelle. I don't know what that means. Yeah. So, I mean, check it out for yourself. It's a really good way to get games. I would say probably the next best things are Origins, Origin Access, and PlayStation Now, and then now Game Pass, which if I played on an Xbox, I would have it already, I'm sure. But it is what it is. I got so many games coming in, I can't get myself to EA's Origin Access. I'm just going to keep trying to fight through some of this and see what I can do. I don't know, my interests are there. I'm looking at like the games I'm on, like Fire Warrior, Mr. Shifty's got to be almost done. I want to go back through some of these roguelites, Roguelite, and then Turbo Demon Busters. And I'm just realizing it's such a bad idea for me to play those on the stream. I think I should just be done and play them on my own time. That might be the way to go with that. But I don't know. I always feel like if I'm going to bother to play, I can do it on stream. So I'm going to leave them there. Leaving in a waiting pattern is often the right way to go. I don't know. I don't think I can bring myself to get Stars. But Black the Fall. Snake Pass. Snake Pass is a fucking crazy innovative game. I don't know if that makes it good or not, but it is. So happy to have Life is Strange finally. But I don't know. Maybe it's too late. Maybe the craze is over. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it won't be a good enjoyment. I don't know. I really want to spend the time on it, and there are not a lot of visual novel, cinematic games. Yeah, that's probably what it is, more than a visual novel. That like I actually actively want to play. Though I have a list on my desktop that says otherwise. But those are all dirty. So, and then Doki Doki Literature. Romance Detective 2, I keep forgetting I have that one. I still think Syrup and the Ultimate Suite's probably one of the best ones I've ever played. I think it's more the point that it's short. I think that's the big selling point on that. If you haven't checked it out, Syrup and the Ultimate Suite is available for free. It's a pay what you want game. I think it's on itch.io, if I remember correctly. Totally worth it, totally endorsed by me. And I'll just have to keep at what I can get out of with these. Oh, Owlboy was into this month's pack. I keep forgetting I moved it out of the test and try. Tacoma. I still don't understand what the big deal with it was. And I don't know if I have the time to go invest in some of these bigger games like this, so I'll just have to delete some of these eventually, and that'll probably end up being one, sadly. I say sadly, but I really don't know enough about it. Why do you wait till I'm on camera to do that? All day long you haven't done that. Monster Mon piece. I don't know. I just feel stressed and worn out, and it shouldn't be like that. I don't have that bad a life right this second that I can't just live and be happy. But I did get into to Minecraft to do bad summaries. I finally got a creative server for vanilla, which I'm loathing just a little bit, but I went and did a video there, and I was actually pissed because they had these cool ice spiders that I wanted, and I remember that I couldn't do butterflies after I set everything up. So, or after I think right after I shot it, I went, oh, I didn't do butterflies. So, I'll probably do most of it in Mo Creatures, honestly, from here out, but because I did the other ones in there. And then I was troubleshooting Minecraft with my friend's kid, and we could not get Forge 1.10.2 to work on his laptop. And granted, the laptops that I got them are pieces of shit because I got them like for him 10 years ago. Let's see, it's 2018, so 5 years ago. Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. and they were never meant to be permanent solutions, and it was meant for them to take care of their shit, but they're kids. So their equipment's on their last legs. Some of them are in the middle of an upgrade right now, and we'll see where that lands. Trying to get them to utilize the desktops that they have for things, and we'll just have to see. I'll report back on that, because it's actually is interesting to see people try to develop things from scratch, because he's trying to set up his own Minecraft servers and stuff like I do, but he doesn't understand the whole process, which is irritating for several different reasons. But I'm trying to explain it to him bit by bit, because he only listens to me in bursts. But I think he's got a knack for it if he can pay attention long enough to get it done. And we've got a mini PC that I'm going to have him use for doing the actual server, and then there's a desktop that I'm going to try to get him to start playing on. And if I could upgrade my friggin' graphics card, we could send him that one. We may end up just sending him a new one. Just the requirements are so up right now, because I want to go ahead and get an 11 gigabyte one so that I'm covered, because right now we're moving to a point where you almost need 8 to play stuff properly, and like, so I could send him A4, and he'd be fine for a while, but eventually he'd have to upgrade to like 1070, especially if he wants to start doing captures as well, because I have a feeling that's coming, and we just have to get through like what it takes to actually do this nonsense, and that it's work. And you probably shouldn't overcommit to things. I like watching movies and playing games, so I enjoy the fact that like I have hobbies that do that, though I do need to have time carved up for other things, or for when those things take up that time. So eventually I will find rulebook PDFs for the things I need. That pisses me off too. That should be standard at this point. If you're going to make a board game, not only should you be considering what like an electronic version of that is, even if it's, you just plan for people to do it on Tabletop Simulator, put out a rule book on PDF so people don't have to ruin their products and be pissed at you about it. Because honestly, I'm a little bit pissed about these boards that I had to cut up. And then the rule books. How big is this thing? This is like, I may not even do all of it, but 32 pages. I don't want to fucking do this. Blarg. We'll just have to see. Yeah, you know what, I'll probably take the staple out and just do it that way. But the Ninja All-Star one is like bound. It's like a real book. I think it's like 60 pages or something. Though I think I have that one. It's the Rail Raiders Infinite, which I have scanned, and then this one. So maybe that's the solution. I should just stop bitching. Just scan this thing. Can't believe they made a model specifically for that. They got me. They got me, because that's how they get you. I've really been, oh man, 20 minutes plus. I was thinking this is gonna be super short. This is about what time has been lately for these types of casts, is about 20-30 minutes. I should probably get SoundCloud back up, because I need another thing to do. The Iron Golem says, focus. Come on, camera. Focus. Focus. Focusing on my hand for. I don't like this camera. What if I put him on my shoulder? Does it work as a... Does he look like a little angel? He is gray. I just realized that. He's gray. Normally the bosses and stuff have the colored stuff. Like Tetsudo Tower over here is... Oh god. It comes up orange on the camera, but he's red in real life. Maybe it's in comparison to my shirt. So he could be a hero. Are you gonna be my little Iron Angel? Your little Iron Angel? You big old sword? Where are you gonna put that sword, huh? Huh? Don't answer that. Don't answer that, because you start talking back, I'm gonna have to go to the hospital, and they're not gonna want to let me out. It takes time to prepare those straitjackets. But I got Headlander from Amazon Prime Switch. I got all these great games from Humble Bundle. Just a lot going on. I should probably go so I can get a little bit more of Tabletop Simulator done. I can't wait to get that out there along with the other two. That's what I forgot to mention. It's like as I'm doing all this, I'm realizing too, because I'm doing the how do I say it? Epic conversions of the boards. I can do them for Rail Raiders Infinite and Ninja All Stars as well. And I'm trying to figure out a way to just do them for Super Dungeon Explorer, so I can just have another Battle Arena tile out there because the games work differently. It's so dumb for that. But I think I can overlay a grid and then I can figure out a way to do it. Like in Epic, they're just colored squares. But I think I'm just trying to figure out a way to do it without disrupting the art. Because the boards are pretty, and we want to use those. And it won't mix well with the other ones, but their art style will. So if I do the grid over the art, and then maybe I can just copy the little symbols into the right place. Maybe that's what I can do. I mean, it won't look exactly the same, but it might work. Might work. Alright, so I got about a half hour. I'm going to go do that before we end up watching stuff for Weird Movie Club. And then I'll probably keep doing it throughout all that too. So, until you see me next time, I am Kamurai. Game over. If you want to see anything else we're doing, go ahead and click the annotations and they'll take you to our other channels. Thanks for watching.